Hey all, it's Dr. Suzanne Steinbaum and welcome. I want to tell you what's on my mind today. I am in the middle of the woods in upstate New York and I want to talk to you about why I'm here and what I'm doing. It's about burnout and balance. Hey all, welcome to Live from the Heart. Subscribe below. Today we're talking about burnout and balance. Let's get on it. March 13th, New York City closed down. I went to New Jersey to stay with my parents. We've been in lockdown for almost 1 year. I was back in New York City June 1st, taking care of patients and have not left since then. Talk about burnout. Let's discuss exactly what that feels like. Burnout is when it's just getting too hard to do what you normally do, to get up in the morning. It's exhausting. You kind of start feeling a little depressed, like you just don't have the energy. You cannot do it. Pay attention. This doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean you're tired. It doesn't mean you're depressed. It means you need to listen to your heart. And when I tell you to listen to your heart, it means you've got to understand when enough is just enough. So what do? Well, you could do what I did. I decided to pack on up and go to the woods. A little bit outside of New York in a new environment. I am in this very wacky little cabin right now, from my New York City apartment to a place of wood and bark and trees and nothingness. There's no one around me here because I didn't want to worry about COVID. And I gotta tell you something, it's day 2. Feeling better, got a little sleep, some food, some rest, relaxation, and I'm ready to go back. So pay attention to burnout. We all need balance. Now let's talk about balance. Quite frankly, I don't think there is any such thing as balance, but we've got to talk about what it means to create a life that doesn't lead to burnout. So let's use the word balance for lack of a better explanation. I want you to pick 5 things that matter to you besides your work, besides everything you do for other people. 5 things that move your heart, that make you happy, that make you feel good. In 1 week, you need to do those 5 things at least once a day if you can. For example, exercise, it means everything to me. I am going to exercise 4 to 5 days a week, no matter what. That brings me balance. I love being with my son and not doing homework, not doing work, not focusing on the stress. I make sure every weekend my son and I go out for a walk. Think about your 5 things. I need to talk to my family. I get on the phone, even if it's a short amount of time, at least 4 times a week to just connect. I love to laugh and I make sure I make time to laugh, even if it's at work. And you know what? I love music and I love to just dance and turn on music, and I make sure every day to listen to some music. Those are my 5 things. What are yours? Find your balance. You could do it. So let's talk now a little bit about relationships, because they matter so much. So we all went into COVID. Some of us were with someone, some of us were alone, but we all had this experience of being isolated from the rest of the people who are in the outside world, outside of our bubble. So maybe you found out that the relationship that you were in wasn't for you, or the relationship you thought about being in maybe was for you. But what we all found out is how much we actually need each other, how much we need to be connected to other people. We can't forget the importance of connecting, of really allowing our hearts to connect to one another. Going forward, we find balance in each other just as much as we find it in ourselves. So listen to your heart, bring in the people you love, and don't forget to give your heart back, because that actually makes a difference too.